Hey everyone, what is up? Louis Vlogs and Games here. Welcome back to another new video on the channel. Welcome to vlog number 121 of the vlog series. And I wish I did not have to get up so early, but we've got to get there early to get on the ride, as some might be really busy. And talking about rides, we are going to Alton Towers. This is quite exciting because we have not gone for so many years. And it's going to be such an honour going to be coming back to that place, going on the ride and doing a few other stuff there that we haven't managed to do before. So without any further ado, let's get the fun started, shall we? Yay! Well, here we are then, we have made it to Alton Towers and straight away we're being chased by wasps. Quite usual for a sunny day. But since we've now parked, we're going to see if the monorail is open. We can just see a monorail just arriving into the station and we'll get that over to the main entrance. However, everyone is walking over to the Alton Towers instead of taking the monorail, so I'm not sure if it's open, but we'll have a look, and if it's not, we'll just have to walk for the next 20 minutes over there.
The monorail here at Alton Towers is a little transit railway that runs from the car park over to the main entrance of Alton Towers. However, this is the early morning, so expecting services to be quite busy, and there was a lot of people queuing to get on. You can't describe how many people are even entering the most popular theme park in the UK, but we didn't fancy going on the monorail because the queues were way too bloody long.
Well, that was an epic fail. Well, we wasted a good few minutes there waiting for the monorail, but turns out we've heard from the announcement saying it's another 20 to half an hour to wait for the next monorail to come, and then we get it there. When walking is the quickest option, it's only like 15 minutes. I don't understand why anybody would want to queue for 15 minutes. That's like 6/4 of their entire day just queuing for the train.
I know.
Yeah, so why bother with that when we can just walk? We'll go over there now, which is the quicker option.
A few moments later.
I'm already exhausted. I've been looking for the last 20 minutes. Bit of a walk from the car park if you ask me, but we can just see the entrance now. Monorail up there, just leaving back to the car park. Should we want Alton Towers Resort? Finally made it. Now, let's have a look around.
Fast passes took a little bit of time to get as a lot of people were getting them, so please hold while we try to get them as soon as possible.
Well, we're finally in at last. It did take quite a bit of time to get our fast passes out. First hour here was just us queuing for the monorail and then the tickets. But luckily we're in now, so we've got about 7 hours to spare. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
And we are inside Alton Towers after a really long time of queuing around for so many stuff. We're finally in. Let's have a look around now as we now make our way over to our first ride, which is a mixture, to be honest, because there's a lot of good rides on today. So we decided to go down and start off with 13 as we are making our way over there now, walking past Rita, which is one of the fastest roller coasters here at Alton Towers, reaching a speed of 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. However, despite me really wanting to film the rides, but looks like we cannot now, as there is a rule that you'd expect to find at almost every ride here, which does not allow you to take your mobile phones or cameras onto the ride, which is a shame really. How much do you want to bet if Molly has cried on that ride?
The way it just goes like bang, bang.
He cried! I'm surprised how Marla cried on that one. I already know the reason why. He went up high, and then that drop at the start, that probably caught him off there. I felt the same as well. I had my eyes closed for that drop, because I'm not expecting it to be that high. Let's go find another ride now. Our next ride would have been Rita, the one that launches up to 60 miles per hour in only 2.5 seconds. Would have been our next ride, but it stopped working for some reason.
Not open for a considerable amount of time.
The fact it was working 10 minutes earlier before we even got on ride 13, that is a shocker. I don't know how that managed to stop working after a few minutes. But we're going to move our way over now to the Katanga Canyon, and we're going to see what rides are there as well, as we walk past through the lovely gardens and a few other rides along the way that we might be going on in a bit. We had a good look around, and now we are heading into the Katanga Canyon, and we're also passing by the river rapids that we might also go on later on.
But we're now queuing for the next ride, which is the runaway train. Quite a popular one, and we've started to queue into Fast Pass, but Fast Pass? More like Slow Pass. You should have seen the queue for this, honestly. We've been waiting in this queue for half an hour just to get on the ride.
Not just because there was staff shortage, but there was also a woman tripping over and severely hurting herself, which I feel really sorry for. At the end of the ride, you also get a gift shop where you can also buy your own souvenirs and merchandise. So since we're now done with the runaway train, we're now going to head next door to the River Rapids, which we're about to go on right now. The Fast Pass is on the other side, so we'll have to exit Katanga Canyon to get to the Fast Pass queue.
And just for your info, I was not recording this at all. You can obviously tell. But here we are now on the River Rapids, going for a nice ride around.
When you get around the corner, there's a massive waterfall. What are you about?
Whoa! This is not safe.
Not to worry, there is no massive waterfalls happening on this ride, so we're pretty much safe for the time being. We're now going into the tunnel section of this River Rapids, where you can also see the runaway roller coaster just opposite. Sadly, however, there was no trains running past. We're now approaching the part of the River Rapids that we now get to the waterfall. Not a proper waterfall, just some water trying to get you soaked. We're now approaching the end of the River Rapids. That was a very enjoyable ride, but most of the times Alan was just repeating, "Please remain shaded."
Please remain seated. 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 Please remain seated.
So we've actually managed to ride some rides after a few hours of waiting around.
3 and 2 hours.
We went on 13, the runaway train, and now for Rapids.
So 3 rides are done already. Let's see what else we can do. And our 4th one is down at Haunted Hollow or Alton Manor, where they have a ghost house ride there, and it is rather scary. You should check that out for yourselves. Afterwards, we now make our way over to the Forbidden Valley, where we can see a swing ride just up close. Further down, we have now made it to the Galactica ride that makes you look like a superhero flying through the air. Well, kind of. After this ride, I thought it's best time now to get some food because we're rather hungry and we didn't have any dinner yet. And it's 3 o'clock already, so we have to get some food now. What I would have gone for was a pepperoni pizza, but it was with loaded fries and I didn't want that, so I decided to go for a hot dog instead. Lauren and Marlo also gone for a hot dog, while Alan decided to go for a pepperoni pizza with the loaded fries. And one more thing, what is it with theme parks and not having enough benches or tables for you to sit down and have your food? Honestly, I just wish there was more places to sit down and have your food instead of having to sit in the middle of a staircase or on some rocks or on the grass. Nonetheless, the food along with the hot dog sausage is still very delicious indeed.
Oh, it's a good thing we just had some food, had a long hot dog, 3 of which, 1 pepperoni pizza, but it was with some chips. Didn't fancy that, but I had a massive hot dog anyway. So what we're going to do now is, our next ride we're going to go to is Wicker Man. It's that wooden roller coaster we were saying earlier. Let's go for a ride now.
It took a bit of a walk back from Forbidden Valley as we make our way back over to the Wicker Man ride. Open to the public on the 20th of March 2018, Wicker Man is the only wooden roller coaster here at Alton Towers. This was quite nerve-wracking when I first went on this roller coaster, as it picks speeds up to 45 miles per hour, and that's quite quick for a wooden roller coaster if you asked me. Afterwards, after that crazy ride, we have now moved on to the Battle Galons, a pirate ship ride where all you have to do is try wet the other pirates. And you know what was more worse? There was a kid spraying water straight at us while the ride just only started 10 seconds ago. Not even 30 seconds into the ride and we are already soaked. And yup, we got crap guns as the water wasn't coming out of it as much. And here we are coming off the ride.
No, we got £3.
Come on, we've got chocolate from kids.
You little.
Well, you know what that means. Time to get dried. Although this has only gone on for like a minute and that's it. It's gone off.
Just put myself in the dryer. It did work a little bit, still soaked. Drying machines don't really work, but oh dear God, what's that music?
And here we are with Alton Towers' most popular attraction ride here with 14 loops and that annoying music. It could only be... But the ride closed early. What was that?
It's delayed anyway. They're doing a delay to it. They're doing a technical issue.
Stating the obvious, there is nobody on any of the carriages or on the coasters, which probably shows why it's closing early because of a technical fault. But time is running out here at Alton Towers, so I think it's good time to go on Galactica. One more time. Just because it's one of our favourite rides. And that marks it, our final ride here at Alton Towers completed. Wow, that's gone quick. Just been off the phone and ride Galatia one more time, and it turns out the place is now closing now. So we're going to make our way over to the exit. There's an exit right here, so at least we don't have to walk all the way back to the beginning, where I had to get a monorail and catching the train back. Because luckily we can just go over here, and the walk to the car park should be about 5 minutes.
And there we have it. That was the exit that takes you right into the car park. But now we've got to play a game called Spot the Car. And there's thousands of cars here, so this is going to be a hard game to play. So please hold when we find it. So then, that's it. We have finished our experience here at Alton Towers. Time flies when you're having fun, of course. But let's go through what our favourite rides were at Alton Towers. Should we start with Marla at the far back? What do you like? I got that man as well. That was an amazing ride. Quite quick as well on the way down. I've also enjoyed 13. That was a good one. Quite scary as well when there's a sudden drop going on. Then the river rapids. Oh, that was nice. I could be going on that more often, and that one too. But honestly, let's not go through about how long we have to queue for. Half an hour for fast track. But there we go, guys. We have finished, and we might come back next time if we're lucky, because there's a few rides that we haven't done yet. And also, they have a water park there. Oh, we'd love to try that out. Of course, you don't need to book the hotel for it, but luckily, you can just go there whenever you're free to do it. But since we're now done, we're going to wrap up today's video here. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all did enjoy. And if you want to see more content like this one, make sure to do like and subscribe. And we'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, bye guys! See ya!